The Lee Resolution, introduced on June 7, 1776, was the first formal proposal for American independence from Great Britain. This pivotal resolution, presented by Richard Henry Lee of Virginia to the Second Continental Congress, laid the foundation for the Declaration of Independence and the birth of the United States. The resolution signified the colonies' commitment to severing ties with Britain and establishing themselves as a sovereign nation. Background: growing calls for independence. By mid-1776, tensions between Britain and the American colonies had escalated into full-scale war following the battles at Lexington and Concord, April 1775, and the subsequent siege of Boston. The American colonies had already begun taking steps toward self-governance, forming their own militias and rejecting British authority. Public sentiment also shifted toward independence, fueled by influential writings such as Thomas Paine's Common Sense, January 1776, which argued for complete separation from Britain. Many colonists, initially hesitant about breaking away, now believed independence was the only solution. The resolution and its proposal. On June 7, 1776, Richard Henry Lee, representing Virginia, introduced the following resolution to the Second Continental Congress. Resolved that these United Colonies are, and of right ought to be, free and independent states, that they are absolved from all allegiance to the British Crown, and that all political connection between them and the state of Great Britain is, and ought to be, totally dissolved. This resolution also called for 1. The formation of foreign alliances to support the colonies in their struggle. 2. The establishment of a confederation to govern the independent states. Debate and adoption. Although many delegates supported independence, others hesitated, fearing the consequences of outright rebellion. Some colonies had yet to authorize their representatives to vote for separation. As a result, Congress postponed the vote on the Lee Resolution until July 2, 1776, allowing time for further debate and securing broader support. During this period, a committee of 5, including Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, Benjamin Franklin, Roger Sherman, and Robert R. Livingston, was appointed to draft a formal Declaration of Independence, in case the resolution was approved. On July 2, 1776, the Continental Congress voted in favor of the Lee Resolution, officially declaring the American colonies independent. John Adams later wrote that July 2 would be the date future generations celebrated as Independence Day. However, it was the adoption of the Declaration of Independence on July 4, 1776, that became the celebrated national holiday. Impact and legacy. The Lee Resolution was the turning point in the American Revolution, providing the legal and ideological basis for American independence. It led directly to the Declaration of Independence, July 4, 1776, which formally expressed the colonies' decision to break away from Britain. The establishment of the Articles of Confederation, ratified in 1781, the first governing document of the United States. The pursuit of foreign alliances, particularly with France, which became crucial to the American war effort. Conclusion. The Lee Resolution was the decisive first step toward the creation of the United States. While the Declaration of Independence remains the most famous document from this period, it was Richard Henry Lee's resolution that first formally declared the American colonies as free and independent states. The resolution's passage marked the moment the colonies took their fate into their own hands, setting the stage for the birth of a new nation.